Here we go. I'm trying to find you some nice cornfields, not too far from the house, but that put a damper on the ambiance. Oh well. Hi everybody, how are you? There's no way I can pass him right now, but hopefully at the next stop I'll be able to see around him. Anyway, so today I'm taking you to the other side of the county, where the corn might even be taller. This is close by to the house. I just dropped Neon off at school, and I'm going to Ross. We don't have a Ross around here. It's a clothing store that I understand is where a lot of my friends buy clothes. As I mentioned before, I am going away with my brother. We're going to go to Asbury Park and see my friend Beth, who is also his ex-best friend's sister. So he's very fond of her as well, but has not seen her since maybe 50 years, 40 years. We're on a crest. I still can't move up past this, but I did want you to, you don't have to go to the other side of the county to show you some Amish stuff. And the last time I took you over to Lancaster County proper, the corn was pretty much cut down. I mean, not all of it. Probably the silage fields were still alive there. That's the corn that they grow for feed for the winter for their animals. But nevertheless, I need to go there anyway, because I just need to check out this store. I love shopping. That's a problem. It wasn't always a problem. I had the money. I did want to talk to you today. I did get a letter. I brought it with me, but I'm not going to read it right now. But I wanted to thank Astrid for all the book recommendations. I really appreciate them, and with the topic of cancer. And I will put up a list of them in case you guys are interested. And the other thing is, I'm going to see what I can get on audio, because I will probably have a little downtime. And if not this trip, definitely early October, when Chris and I are going to Ocean City, New Jersey for a few days. We never really go for any length of time. I always got cats to think about and things like that. And Neon will need to go to school. But part of that time, it's the weekend. So part of that time, they're just with their mother anyway that weekend. And so they only have to really get themselves up for school once. I got faith. See, there was something else I wanted to talk to you about. I'm like a sieve brain. And no, this is not Wawa, unfortunately. But there was no Wawa where I was going. So I think I told you that Neon got their driver's permit, and bio mom, dad, and I have all taken them out for a lesson. So they're doing well. They don't think they're doing well, but that's kind of Neon. We were working on parking, parallel parking, and just regular parking. And each time they have done a little bit more. So they go back to mom's for this weekend, and hopefully she will take them out, because you have to log hours. We didn't have to do that when I was a kid. It was just, here's your permit. When you're ready for the test, come back. It might have been a 3-month thing. I don't remember waiting 6 months, which is the mandatory now. And I'm thinking that would be federal, but it could just be PA. Because even when I was a kid, the age you could get a permit and a license was a little different state to state. So I'm not sure. You're welcome to correct me in the comments below. And my last post on my community tab about, enjoying September, enjoy your pumpkin stuff. I get a lot of comments about that. Honestly, it's not for me. I like pumpkin, but I want real pumpkin. I want pumpkin pie. There's pumpkin pudding. There is pumpkin soup. I like it sweet or savory. But, I might do some French vanilla or some hazelnut in my coffee, but I don't do that. I think it's a waste of a pot, actually. And then now's the time of year that they wave the pumpkin smell in your face when you walk into a grocery store. Which is okay. It doesn't smell bad. I just don't need to flavor everything that I eat with pumpkin. So tell me what you think. Are you a pumpkin spice person? I'm just not that girly. Because I know a lot of people that are like, it's pumpkin season. I like pumpkins. But, once they found their way into the food chain, I don't know what happened. It wasn't like that forever, but. And while I have you as a captive audience, I want to plug my new channel. I just did a video on divine intervention by telling you a story, which was about my first marriage and how it ended. Which was actually, I still think it's fascinating how the divine interfered with circumstances that allowed me to go, which otherwise may not have. So there is a series of unexplained coincidences, and you can see that on my channel. And at the end of this video, I will link that. Yeah, go see that. Because that's a story I actually would tell here. But you don't need to if it's already there. I mean, there are some videos that I wouldn't mind just copying here, but that's a no-no on YouTube. People have been shut down for that. And I understand that, because if somebody just made dupe channels, that's just flooding YouTube and the algorithms, and I can understand that. I mean, I could retell the story, I guess, but it's there. Maybe I would remember some more details. I really don't have a great memory. I do my best. But chemo brain, I will always blame chemo brain now. It's just it. I think I recovered better the first time around with chemo. And this time, I don't know. I don't think Chris is gaslighting me when he says we talked about that. Maybe. But there have been a couple of other incidences that, never would have happened before chemo or before I got old. So tomorrow is a little nerve-wracking. I'm going to see my general practitioner, and not so much with him. I'm going to address the anemia for sure, and it's really a diabetes maintenance visit. So I see him every 4 months. And since my A1C went down 6 points, I feel pretty good about the visit, but I am going to show him the blood work, because he didn't order that blood work. That was ordered by the orthopedic surgeon. to clear me for surgery. And that was the other reason I got that stress test recently, because he wanted to clear me for that. And I kind of wonder, and I don't know, would he be concerned about my lab work as far as the red blood cells? Maybe have to put that off. I don't know. I am overthinking everything as usual. I came up with these bizarre circumstances as to why I have anemia. And I'm like, you know what, girl, stop. Just stop. Yeah, it's like overload. I'm surprised my chemo brain hasn't calmed some of that down, but I don't think it has. I think maybe it's gotten worse. So I'm not going to speculate. I'm just going to let you know how the visit goes. And I am seeing the oncologist the day after, and then we can talk about possible scenarios or why that test came out negative when it was positive. And I'm not going to speculate anymore on that, because that kind of played into my crazy scenario with the anemia. So like I had it all bundled up together, and it was just like, okay, let's connect the dots. No, let's not. I'm just very grateful to God. And thank you for all your prayers and your congratulations, and I really do appreciate them. In Buddhism, they don't actually believe in one Godhead. They believe in gods and goddesses, definitely, deities. But I believe in that and a Godhead. Except my God is not punishing. My God loves unconditionally. Let's give you a little, because there was a horse and buggy. It was on the other side of the street, though. You wouldn't have seen it anyway. And this isn't really the country, but there is enough traffic, and there are some buggies around here. And I can still talk to you, or I could shut up. Either way, I'll probably, if there's no buggies, I'm going to be cutting this out. I worry about them in traffic. There are a lot of accidents. Usually every year there's a couple of horses that the buggies turn over and they have to put down the horse. It's very, very sad. And this isn't a huge road, but it can be a dangerous road. You know? I mean, and it's not always the buggy's fault. I mean, some people believe they shouldn't be here. But I'm going to stop at Rutter's here, and instead of finishing that sentence, I'm going to go get a different coffee, because this one is not making it for me. Do I need gas? I do not. Okay, coffee really wasn't that fresh, so I'll stick with what I have, but I did get a little pork egg roll. And if you ever get to Rutter's, I highly recommend them. They're even better than Wawa's. Okay, I'm sorry, Wawa. I don't feel loyal when I say that, but oh, I got a crumb. Okay. Yeah, more crumbs. Cut. Yeah, don't cut. That's fine. I don't know why I even got crumbs on me. I try to be careful, but I will admit, if I had a soft pretzel, that salt would be everywhere in the car. According to Chris, when he vacuumed it up. So when we come back the other way, I'm going to do a video for my other channel on, what am I doing today? Hauntings, the different kind of vibrations in the universe, and we'll talk a little bit about ghosts, why they haunt houses. So that's not everyone's woo-woo, but it is a woo-woo that I've had a lot of experience with. So you can check that out on the other channel. But for now, we're going to see some Amish. And I'm maybe get a new pair of pants. Who knows? I did order a pair of pants on eBay because, I can save money that way. And you can get brand new stuff with tags. I ordered a new pair of jeans. And I failed to see that they were supposedly, well, they didn't look like the picture. I kind of feel like they didn't use the same picture as another pair of jeans that they sold. And these were skinny jeans. And they're very stretchy, probably more like jeggings. I didn't even try them on. I already know my body shape. You know what works for you and what doesn't. Skinny jeans do not. They will show every bump and bulge. I need a little air in there. Mom jeans, And they're kind of in right now. Wide leg jeans, they're in. I do appreciate a nice wide leg. I take advantage of that while I can because, at some point it's going to go back to skinny jeans and I'm going to cry. But that's okay. I wonder how many pairs of jeans I have owned in my life. I don't know. I don't wear them for work. If I meet a client, I wear black pants. Dress pants. Okay. So this is Leola, PA, and I lived in this town, not this part of town, but there's some industry here, which is nice for the locals. There's an Amish family, and we're going to pass a horse and buggy. This was going to be a major highway, but they stopped construction. They just didn't have the money to finish it. They were going to put it out to a major highway. So they had visions of this. So they call this the mushroom, I think. I'm not sure. Because it does widen up and then it goes back to one lane again. And then sometimes I see newsstands and fresh cut flowers. I guess, it's September now. Probably get plenty of sale signs, and especially for roadside stands. When you're in Rumspringa, which is when you're 16, you have a year to do whatever you want to do. I'm sure within reason, but can wear street clothes. And you can, there's a lot more leniency. It's a time that you're going to decide whether you're going to stay in the Amish community or not. And most do decide to stay, so they have this year to think about it. But if they choose not to, that is actually a problem. You can get shunned by your family. I think that's really an old order thing. But I don't think that's always the case in modern day. The problem lies, though, in what are you going to do to integrate into, society. You're going out there with an 8th grade education, and it's hard. It's hard for us, who they call the English, by the way. It's hard for the English to, in this economy, I can't even imagine them making any other decision but to stay. But it happens. Well, there's some corn. There's a lot of corn. There is a lot of corn. They do some big events here, auctions, festivals. Look at all those porta potties, my goodness. So this is my old neighborhood. Kind of a mix of English and Amish. Hi again, I made it. I was glad I got off to check because I was only like 2 lights away. So next to Ross is a Kohl's. Yeah, I'm probably going to go in there too. So if I have anything good to haul, I will haul it at home. But we did get to see a little bit of Amish stuff and people and just going about their business. So I'll see you in the next clip. Hi, I'm back. Might be a little disheveled, trying clothes on and everything, but mission accomplished. I did get a little outfit. I got some really cute jeans I'm like obsessed with. So I don't usually do hauls, but I think every YouTuber should do one of everything. A cooking video, a haul, try on, come get ready with me. I mean, if you're making every day count, whether you have cancer or not, that can be fun. So not necessarily my forte, but I will at least show you the clothes. Doing a haul in the car is going to be difficult. And that reminds me, I was asked a question about my eyebrows again, which I really appreciate when you compliment my hair, my makeup, and all that. The hair is natural, by the way. This is gray. It's the gray is turning like a blonde though for some reason. I'm not really sure. So it does look highlighted, but it's not. God highlighted it, and I appreciate that. Yeah, my natural color is pretty brunette. Not anymore though. So I reminded her that I did a video about 5 months ago. She asked for a makeup tutorial. I should finish that. I'm not so sure I want to do that necessarily, but I did do a little segment of a video, which I will re-upload here so that you can see that. And it just shows you the products that I use. And you know what? I'm sorry that I don't have the computer in front of me, so I don't know who asked that question, but I think it was on my last video. Appreciate it. And yeah, here you go. It's just a few minutes long. Hi, everybody. I am showing myself without makeup today because I got so many compliments over the past year about my eyebrows. And the last person that asked me, were they natural or did I use a pencil? I just thought, you know what? I'm going to show that to you. My eyebrows used to be a lot thicker and fuller. And over the years, they have, thinned out a bit, but chemo really did a number on me. I mean, they really never came back as full as they once were. So I don't think this is an uncommon problem with a lot of people. And I just wanted to show that, I do have to work at it. And I'm going to go put my makeup on now, and then I will show you what I use on my eyebrows. I don't think this has to be a get ready with me video. I don't even know how to make those. So, all right. So bear with me. I will be back in 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. That was a quick minute. So I wanted to show you what I'm using. Okay, so there are a couple of things that I have used, and you can make a lot of them work, except for that pencil, that red pencil, if you're of a certain age. And they still make them, but they're very waxy and they don't do a good job. And there's so many options over the years that have come up. The one that I've chosen is LA Colors. And this is a pomade. It's actually called Browy Wowie, and it comes with this handy dandy little spoolie and brush. So it works well for me, and it lasts a long, long time. But I do get the dark brown, even though I'm not a dark brown, because the medium brown is a little on the reddish side, and it doesn't look right. So what I do is I just go with the dark brown, but I put it on very lightly. That seems to work for me. And so, yeah, there you have it. Now, I will say this, that if for some reason it just wasn't going on as well, and it needed to be darkened up a little bit, instead of just starting to pile it on, I use a little CoverGirl eyeshadow. It's just regular brown, and a little brush, and I just a tiny little brush, and I might just powder them, and it just supplements the color if I need it. But yeah, it doesn't take very long, and it's much more effective for a natural look than that waxy eyebrow pencil. Okay, I'm heading back, and thank you so much. I'm going to close for the day, and I'll talk to you in a couple of days. I'm trying to bank a few extra videos because I'm going to be away for the weekend. So that's usually when I upload. So I can't do anything last minute now. But I will try to make sure I get Sunday's video up too. This should be for Friday. Anyway, love you all, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great day. Whatever you're doing, feel blessed. Be blessed. Bye. I think these are so cute. Oh my gosh. They are real pockets. I'm so excited because I never find jeans that I like. It's rare because I have an odd shaped body. I think I'm a little bit more of a pear, and I'm always a little bigger on the bottom than the top. Okay, and then I got this cute. Oh my gosh. I love this. It's nice and autumnal. I don't know how they do this, these hauls. Do. Actually, I think I will leave that to the people who do it. But there it is. That was my find for the day. And Ross's, I will tell you what. Their dressing rooms are clean, the store is clean, and the prices are good. I got this, and of course a cat toy for $36. So I'm set for Asbury Park this weekend. Yay! Bye.